The Word of God, the Word of God, the Word of God, the Word of God. It is so small, it is so small, it is so small. The Word of God can grow so tall. The Word of God can grow so tall. The Word of God can go so far. The Word of God, the Word of God, the Word of God. The Word of God can go so far. The Word of God can go so far, but far does end, said far does end, far does, but far does end, far does end. The Word of God can go so far, but far does end, yeah, far does end. But what does end does begin. What does end does begin. But what does end does begin. The Word of God is so small. The Word of God, the Word of God, the Word of God can go so far. But far does end, yeah, far does end. But what does end does begin. Nah, like it. Nah, I don't know. The Word of God is so small. The Word of God, the Word of God, the Word of God can go far. Word of God can go far. The Word of God can go so far. The Word of God can go so far. But far does end, yeah, far does end. But what does end does do begin. What your end is, it shall be also a beginning for me, a beginning for me. You do end, I do begin, and when I end, you'll start again. This the line, just one of time, time around all instantly. If one is, then time two there. It's time, 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 time. The once and first and only King, time. The true thing that remains when all break down within. Time, around time that decays, there's time around time that sways. This blanket of mine that you call time, it's not just mine, it is also thine. Thine to do, to see what's there. If you don't know what's far is near. It's the way it goes when you hold control. But just don't hold control, you must let it go. If you let go control and just let it flow, then no control will grip your hold. There shall be no control through creative modes. To end all control with creative modes, I can end all controls with a creative mode. Creative mode knows no control. Save one control if you need control. That one control can unfold the told, the unknown, the untold, and just script away. I know, because they tell me when the kids play. And they say that every child paints a masterpiece. You just gotta know when to say that's it. Take the piece away and hold it up. Wow, yeah, look at the colors, look at the lines, it's so perfect. But just right there, you should chop your hands. Put them quick in the fire so you don't bleed out. But hands you don't deserve. You take that painting from the child because you feel like you should preserve? Preserve what? The depth of his thought, his mind wave? Where you crushed and killed and just snipped away his entire vision? Oh, we should make monuments to that and hang paintings that nobody can really enjoy because they can't sit them in their bathroom. All those paintings, snippings. All those paintings, destruction of the infinite things they could have been. I see graveyards. And not graveyards with lily of the valley around them. The graveyards with no valleys. Don't trust a graveyard that got no lily of the valley. It's the way it goes. I'm gonna get back that original tone. I wanna preach it to you, motherfuckers. Can't speak it to you. Gotta preach it to some of you.